What's going on, guys? Chris Speed here. Fucking hell, my hair is an absolute disgrace. So what I want to go over today is basically just a really simple workout on the trap bar that is going to help out a bunch of different people. So as much as I don't think you should ever give out a generic program, that you should always make a program geared towards what you're trying to do, this little trap bar session I think really will apply to a lot of different stuff. So the trap bar does a few cool things. It takes a lot of stress, negative stress, off of your back purely because of the position it puts you in. If you look at the sort of the way the bar, the way the handles, the way the weight lines up, it puts all the weight in the middle of your foot. It's really hard to put the weight into your heels on a trap bar deadlift, because if you go too far back in the lift, you won't get the bar off the floor. It's the same, you can't put the weight in your toes or bow over, because you won't be able to get the weight off the floor because it'll fall forward. So you have to stay in the middle of the foot. So what this is all doing is teaching you to stay grounded through the middle of the foot. So to stay balanced over the middle of your base of support. Now, whether you're sprinting, whether you're running, whether you're jumping, cutting, spinning, sidestepping, lifting, Olympic lifting, powerlifting, squatting, deadlifting, you always want to try and stay balanced over the middle of the foot. That's where we want our weight distributed. Even if we're thinking of shifting back to our heels to stop us from falling forwards, the weight's in the middle of the foot. So that's the reason why I think this trap bar workout is going to work for both for, let's say, contact sports, sprinting, increasing your jump, increasing your sprint speed, increasing your Olympic lifts, increasing your squat and deadlift. So what I started off with was just doing a bit of a sort of West Side dynamic effort-y type workout. So I took 50% of my max trap bar deadlift on the high handles. I flipped it over so I had to go from a larger range of motion, and I put a band over the bar. If you want to know how to set that band up, it's really brutally, painfully simple. So if you want to know how to do that, just comment on this video and I'll do a really simple setup for it. It'll just be on Instagram. I then did I didn't do 8 sets of 3. I did 6 sets of 3 on the trap bar deadlift, extending up onto the toes. Now, what I'm trying to imagine is that I'm trying to drive my hips and everything up into the air, so I end up here. And the idea of that is that I want to make it one smooth movement from the floor, so that I'm going into my jump smoothly, straight from the floor, recruiting everything from the second I start to push off the floor. 6 sets of 3, extending through it, going up onto the toes with the band, take the band off, then max out on the low handles, then flip the bar over and max out on the high handles. So all this is doing is teaching you to follow through on that explosion. Then even when you get to the heavier weights, what you're going to notice is you're going to fight to stay in that neutral balanced position. You're not going to let your weight shift too far back. You're also not going to shift forwards, and you're not going to let your back cramp anywhere near as much. So what this workout does is it builds both max strength, and it also builds just, speed and power in a balanced position. So if you want to try that workout out, again, I'll go through it really quickly, really briefly. 50% on the bar, whether this is an approximation, you kind of guess at what 50% of your max is, or it's a precise number, with either, I would say, a red or a purple band, between the red, the black, or the purple band. Don't go any heavier than that. 6 sets of 3, extending onto the toes, trying to be explosive, and then work up to a max on the low handles, like a 9 out of 10 effort, not a true 10 out of 10 max, and then a heavier max on the high handles. By doing that, you should be able to really get a lot out of the trap bar deadlift, and you can run this workout and periodize it how you like. But by maybe using this once a week as one of your sort of staple workouts, I think that as a sprinting or sort of like an agility-based sport athlete, or a strength sport athlete, you will get a lot out of the trap bar by doing it this way.